We have a very exciting guest today. Kaylee Felio is with us from PartsEdge. And Kaylee, thank you for being with us here at Reynolds at the Amplify Summit.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's awesome to get out and be at one of the events that you guys do. You guys do such an amazing job.
Well, Kaylee, it's been exciting to see all of the incredible content, all the incredible things that are happening here at Amplify today. But I want to pivot and talk a little bit about what you've been up to. So share with us a little bit what's been going on at PartsEdge.
Oh my gosh. Well, a lot. I mean, we're always focused. I feel like we stay in our lane and focus on inventory, optimization, and really supporting parts managers. So that's always what we've been focused on. And I'm always creating content and helping educate and just support because there's just not a lot out there. So I'm constantly like urging the team, let's do webinars. We've got to do more podcasts, talk about what we need to do in the parts department. So, yeah, that's what I've been working on. Just lots of I'm pulled in so many different directions. I'm not just marketing, I'm sales, so I'm supporting the growth of the company, and then I'm also making sure the content's there and podcasting, and what else is there to add to that list? Oh, mom. I don't know. Yeah.
No, for those unfamiliar, you have a very successful podcast. Can you speak a little bit more about what goes into that podcast as far as your guests and your ideas for that?
Yeah, so it originally started as the Parts Girl podcast. I recently rebranded it to just the PartsEdge Podcast because the whole goal around it was to shed more light onto the parts department. And it's evolved over the years. I feel like that's the biggest thing with podcasting is to accept that it's not always going to be the same. You're going to go through seasons, series, and that's kind of what I'm going through and really pulling in a lot of people from our team, one of the founders, to really have more conversations around specific topics for parts. That's really what I wanted to do with the podcast. And then sprinkling in a lot of industry experts and guests. It's just a great way to connect and put some information out there. And yeah, it's been great.
So, Kaylee, it's been a very busy year for you. You've had a lot going on with PartsEdge, and there's a lot happening at dealerships. And you've had a hand in helping parts managers really look at, their balance sheets and thinking about all these different components that goes into managing their parts department. What are some of the things that parts managers should be focusing on the back half of 2025 and into 2026?
Yeah, so I would say obsolescence is the biggest piece right now because we're heading into the end of the year, physical inventories, all of that good stuff. But when it comes to the inventory, I would say that focusing on that percentage that's really making you money and really looking out through your pricing strategies, I feel like that's a big component that isn't often looked at enough. And that's another thing I feel like at the end of the year it's reviewed and it's not reviewed enough. So looking at how you're organizing your parts and your DMS and then your pricing strategies is the biggest thing to focus on. And just having those conversations about the inventory health and what you should be doing. I just feel like dealers are paying more attention to their parts departments and really treating it like a profit center, as it should be.
Sounds like it requires continued maintenance throughout the year.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely a constant. And I feel like parts managers do a really good job at doing the things that they need to do, but I don't think there's that they're just pulled in so many different directions, and sometimes things get done and sometimes they don't. So I feel like what we're doing is providing that consistency of giving them the information, the data, and then also giving them the tools to support to make a difference of that. So.
Lots of exciting things happening with Kaylee Felio and PartsEdge. Angie Piscato and I are here at the Reynolds Amplify Summit. Thank you, Kaylee, for joining us today here at the Fixed Ops Roundtable, and we're looking forward to hearing more about what you're going to accomplish in the next year ahead.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, everyone. Angie Piscato and I will be right back.